Hello guys, and welcome to my review for Uncharted The Lost Legacy. I don't tend to do these sort of videos, but I had the game for a little while now. I've finished the game, and review embargo is today, so I figured why not do a review and talk about my impressions of the game. Before you guys ask, I've done a full walkthrough already. It'll be up on my channel next week. I promise. It's all done, it's uploaded, edited, all done and ready to go. This game was going to be a sort of like shorter story DLC for Uncharted 4 originally, and then it got up to like a sort of full game, I guess. But this game is still priced at $40, so it's not a full AAA $60 game. So it's £30 in the UK and $30 in the US. So how long did the campaign take me to do? I played on normal difficulty. I didn't go after all the treasures, and it took me roughly 7 to 8 hours. If you went after all the collectibles, everything, I'd probably add like an extra hour on, hour and a half maybe. There's a lot of collectibles and also photo opportunities. This game again is incredible to look at and to take pictures of these amazing moments, these landscapes. Sometimes you just enter areas and you're like, whoa, what is this? It's just remarkable. Like these two massive elephant dam things, they're just ginormous. The foliage is all taken over, and it's just an incredible vision, spectacle the whole time through. I played this in 4K as well for part number 1 of my walkthrough, and it was just incredible. But then again, we probably expect this from a Naughty Dog game. They always make impeccably amazing looking games. Ever since the first game, they just blow everyone away. But if you guys haven't played Uncharted 4 before you played Lost Legacy, some of the story plots might just go over your head, might just flow past. You have no idea what they're talking about, who these characters are. If you haven't played Uncharted, I think it's Uncharted 3, Chloe might not even be like a character you even remember. Naughty Dog expects you to already play their games, which is understandable. This is like a sort of smaller title. Chloe might not be a character you even know of, so definitely play the older games, at least from perhaps Uncharted 2 to perhaps Uncharted 4. You get the picture. So play the previous games before you jump into this DLC, otherwise you might miss some of the story plot. Because this game does feel so similar to Uncharted 4, obviously it's supposed to be like a DLC, but it's not a full game. So anyway, it feels almost like a franchise. So almost like FIFA 16 to FIFA 17. There's a few little additions here and there, but for the most part, it's Uncharted 4 with a brand new story and different characters. So let's talk about the characters briefly. So we've got Chloe, which is the main character of the game. We control Chloe. And this game, I must admit, does prove that Uncharted does not need Nathan Drake or Sully to sort of push the game forward. They can go elsewhere. The other character you play with, which is almost like a sort of Sully or Sam character, is Nadine. She's very powerful. I really liked her in the previous game. She was just a powerful woman. She kicked butt, and she's definitely back. But I feel like they sort of left her to one side. We learn a lot of backstory on Chloe and sort of why she's doing this. I don't want to say any more than that because it does sort of spoil it a little bit. But yeah, we learn a lot more about Chloe and like why she's there and what she's doing and sort of why she's like she is, I guess. There's a lot of backstory into that. But Nadine is sort of put to one side, and Nadine sort of asks the questions to Chloe, and Chloe sort of opens up, and then we don't really hear much about Nadine. It's a bit odd. But I did grow to like them both. It's very much like girl power. I can't remember the last time I played a game with two strong female characters we constantly play with. And I think that's awesome. Asad, which is the bad guy in this game as well, is just an impeccable performance. All the performances in this game are amazing. Asad is very threatening, he looks intellectual, but he can also fight. So let's talk about some very sort of minor negatives. As you can probably tell, I really like the game a lot. I think on reflection, I felt like it is a sort of Uncharted 4.5, I guess. It's very, very samey, which is not a bad thing as such. The game is amazing. Uncharted 4 is great. And it's almost like polishes those little bits as well. They even joke about crates. They say, oh, this is like the last crate. I'm fed up with these crates. But also you got the wrench on your Jeep. The Jeep is back as well. It's like a massive open world, the biggest open world bit of any Uncharted game ever. I feel like that was probably tapped on to sort of make this as like a sort of almost like a full game. Perhaps that wasn't there originally, which is fine. I still enjoyed it, but it was like go to this fort, defeat the bad guys, go to another fort, defeat the bad guys, go to this fort, defeat the bad guys, and then open up the next main door, I guess. That was pretty much the principle of the open world. But even those open world bits, if you go to like a certain fort, dialogues will change as the relationship changes. So it's I think there's like 9 different dialogues you can activate, and there's lots of still different options and stuff. It's still cool, and there's lots of treasures and sort of collectibles to find But it definitely felt tapped on, and I think the Jeep sequence was just a little bit too, yeah, just too long in general. I feel like it could have been cut out, but if they cut it out, it would probably be too short. So I still enjoyed it, but I'm just being picky. Uncharted is famous for its set pieces in the gameplay, and it's so nice to have them return. It feels like they sort of refined those as well from the previous games, so sort of chucked a few old ones in here and put them into this game. And there's also a few bits where I'm like, did that just happen? Did that just happen? What is that sound? What is going on? And it is really, really cool. I don't want to spoil any of it, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but there's some really cool set pieces, some really cool moments, and I'm sure you guys will gasp as well. Also, my walkthrough will be spoiler free. I just decided I don't want to do any spoilers. I know some thumbnails and titles would get more views, but I don't really care, to be honest. It's going to be spoiler free, so just be aware that other people aren't like that. They will just put this massive sequence or this set piece into a thumbnail and ruin it for you, which is not great. So yeah, I feel like I'm being quite negative. I don't mean to be. I really like the game. I think it's a great price point. Also, all the multiplayer from Uncharted 4 carries over to this game, with also a few additions as well. I think there's like a survival mode or something, some more character skins. And for me, Uncharted 4 multiplayer is incredibly undervalued. It's such a good multiplayer. It's so much fun and different and unique, and for that I like it. Also, I do like Last of Us multiplayer, like a random side note. But yeah, Naughty Dog do make good multiplayer games now, which is just amazing. In terms of if I was going to be like really fussy, I would say I would like some new mechanics in terms of just something that's absolutely brand new. I feel like they've made a few additions, but nothing particularly like groundbreaking. And I feel like Uncharted 4 does obviously have, I guess, more of a budget, more money behind it. They can make new things, I guess. But still, I would have liked more surprises, I guess. But I did generally enjoy the game. I definitely, like, during the experience, I was like, wow. I couldn't stop playing it. I literally played it 2 flat days, just flat out, recording it, editing the videos, uploading them. And I was really into it. I was really wanting to see what happened, and I was really happy with the ending, and I was just generally happy with my experience. But once I got to sit down, I guess I got a little bit picky. I was like, I want to see more new stuff, and this is from Uncharted 4. This is come straight over. Which is, it's a DLC pretty much. It's just a cheaper, more expensive DLC, and that I understand. But just a great experience. It took me between 7 to 8 hours to complete. It's a good length. We've got multiplayer as well. I would recommend if you have a PS4 and you like Uncharted games, please go and buy this game. Support it. Naughty Dog are awesome. I can't wait for Last of Us Part 2 as well. I love Naughty Dog. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this little review. This is like the first time I think I've done this. I didn't script anything. I wrote like a few notes, and that was pretty much it. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.